This is the story of how I went from a broke 19-year-old kid who had no idea where his life was headed to now living my dream life, having got my own place, living with my girlfriend, making 6K a month just from my phone. And it's using this new business model, which is booming right now, which only requires you to be the middleman between businesses and clients and send IG messages. That's it. I've already cash collected with this business model over $500,000 in 6 months, and I brought in, like I said, 6K a month in commissions. But it wasn't always like this. If we go back 11 months ago, I was stuck in my shitty construction 9 to 5. You can see me here on the sites, just looking like a complete bum. To make matters worse, my girlfriend was broke. She came from a broke family, and that put a lot of pressure on my shoulders. I was making roughly between $600, $700 a month at this 9 to 5, whilst working full time every single day, zero freedom, and I was super depressed. There was no room for growth, and I had no idea what I was doing in my life. I was sending out uni applications, and I felt super lost. Like I said, to make my worse, my girlfriend was broke, and my family was in a poor financial situation. So my dad's business was going down, and genuinely, this was the time when I felt my money was super tight, and there was so much pressure on my shoulders, and I just had no idea how I was going to get out. And then I kept seeing online money on my feed. I kept seeing these young guys making so much money online. Like Iman Ghazi is a classic, it's a classic motivation for most of us young guys. I was seeing him. I tried SMA. I tried dropshipping. I tried all using trading, but unfortunately, I saw that it didn't work. It was an oversaturated market. Every single time I attempted to try one of these business models, I failed miserably. And also made me realize these guys didn't make their money from the actual business models themselves. They make it from selling education how to do it. Like Iman, he barely made any money with SMA. Most of the money he made was by teaching others how to run their own SMAs. And so what this led me to doing came into giving up on the whole online money dream, and I was being such a wuss. But I gave up. I was like, fuck this is complete bullshit. And I went and applied to medical uni. Here you can see me studying a bunch of NPC bullshit. But the thing is, as I was going, and I got enrolled into uni, I felt so depressed. I felt even more lost than before because I was just thinking, holy shit, for the rest of my life, I'm still gonna be working for somebody. It's gonna take me it's only gonna take me like 7 years until I start making money. Because like I've got 7 years of studying medicine. Before I even start to make some money, and I have to develop myself more and more and more until I finally reach like the big bucks. And the thing is, my parents were in a poor situation. My girlfriend she came from a broke as shit family, right? I didn't have 7 years. Wait, literally, I didn't have 7 years to just sit around and pray that money comes from somewhere. My parents couldn't afford sending me out to uni as well. They couldn't pay for my food, for my rent, for anything. And like this is genuinely the most stressful period of my entire life. It seemed like there was no money anywhere. I had no idea how I was going to survive, how I was going to achieve all my dreams. And just the thought that I was going to have a capped income ceiling and work for someone else for the rest of my life just because I applied to uni, it terrified me. And I was counting my days, dreading when it was going to start. And then a few months before I was supposed to start at my medical uni, I came across appointment setting from a friend of a friend. Like I said, it's no startup cost business model. It's 100% profit margins, and all you have to do is be the middleman. It's basically a sales position, but not exactly. Let me explain exactly how it works. Is basically, here's me when I discovered appointment setting with these friend of a friend who's also a mentor for appointment setting for sales. So how appointment setting works is basically every single business they run content on these basically these online coaching businesses that I spoke about earlier, Iman Guards, TGR, Skills, all these guys. Like I said, they make money selling education. Well, since that's how they actually make their real money, these guys to sell the education they need setters, appointment setters, to come in there because all this content is bringing so much eyeballs, so much traffic. But they need someone to reach out to all of them, nurture them, qualify them financially. They can afford the program, and then those guys book them in for a sales call with the actual salesperson. You're just like the middleman of the deal. You just connect the business and the client, and then once the deal goes through, you get a commission. You get 5 to 10%. Meaning, if you sell a SMA course for $10,000 and your 5% commission, you make $500 off that one sale. And realistically, you can be booking anywhere between 3 to 10 to 15 appointments a day based on your offer, based on how big it is. And then if you've got like a 50% close rate, you can do the math on that. You can make a lot of money. And like I said, it's always is you hop on IG and you send a few DMs. However, like I said, I was stupid broke, but I needed a mentor. I understood. I needed a mentor to connect me with the right opportunities, to teach me the actual skill of sales. Like I knew that if I was going to try this again alone, I was going to fucking fail. I was going to fucking fail like the best MBAs before me. I was like, this time I need to make it work. I had a genuine need to make it work. I was like, I'm no longer going to sit around, look at my family struggle, look at my loved ones struggle, and just be so stressed out about what my life's going to, what my life's going to be. So, what did I do? Because I was a broke as fuck motherfucker. Well, it's kind of stupid, but it's also kind of bold. I took out a loan. Basically, I negotiated a split pay with my mentor. I was like, let me pay you half up front, the other half in a month's time. He was like, all right, because I like you, let's do it. I couldn't afford that fucking first half. I couldn't even afford half of it. So I took out a loan and put it down to just get started. And what did this do? It put me in a position where I had to work my fucking ass off. I genuinely had to work so hard just because, like, not only did I have to help my parents, my girlfriend, I had the loan and second payment coming in a month, right? Because I had to first clear off my debt and I also had to pay him, again, clear off my debt. And it's been a position where I had no choice but to make it work, which is exactly why I worked so much harder than anyone else in the program. Here's my first loom. I'm dropped this motherfucker. Basically, this is when I first started applying for offers. My first week, I landed the role. Why? Because I was just so about it. I spammed my looms. I spammed networking. I was like the most on it guy in the mentorship, and that's why within a week I landed the role. And then I worked my ass off. I went above and beyond. I got up super early every single morning and stayed up until super late doing what I could to make money. I had a genuine hunger for this, so I excelled. I surpassed everyone. And then my very first month, here's me, my mentor, from the podcast together. I hit 1.2k incomes and locked in 1.5k base pay. It's a bit rounded up in the video, of course, but the idea is no one else sees results like this, and that was all because I had a genuine hunger to do so, and with the right skills and the right connections, I managed to go out there, make this a reality. And this was a crazy moment for me. I was like, holy shit, I just made almost 3k, like it wasn't 3k the first month. The 1.5k base started from the next month, but the money was 3.7k, and I was like, holy shit, I can make this much money. And I was working back in the day for $600, 8-hour shifts every single day on bullshit construction sites, doing the most tedious work known to man, no days off, away from everything else. Was here, I was just staying at home every single morning on my laptop, my phone, sitting IGDMs. Soon enough, I managed to stack enough bread. Then me and my brother moved out here. We were about to hit a gym session, looking hench. We moved out, got our own place in the big city, away from the small town I came from, which was completely small and depressing, by the way. I'm not even going to get into that story. And then, I hit 6k a month with setting. This is my 6th month into setting. I just kept going for it. And here you can see some screenshots. Here's my previous offer. I was getting 10k a month soon. This is how much I hit. Here's some screenshots of the payments I'll be getting through frequently. And you can see the dates: 29th August, September 17th, just to show you like this is genuinely real. And like, as I also go into sales management, started managing other setters, not just being a setter myself, which taught me so many skills about leadership, communication, and just helping me be a bigger part of the business. And here, I'm moving to the missus, as you can see. We started getting expensive dinners over time together. Started buying her gifts. Chanel, I bought her a fucking coat which cost multiple $100s, just because I could. It was like a random, no fucking birthday, nothing. We're just out on the motorcycle. This looks nice. Let's get it. Like, I could never do that before. Like, for me, this felt so massive because I was always so used to going on restaurants and being like, please don't order this, like, let's not order sushi, don't order that steak, let's keep it on the lower side, Coming from someone like that, then being able to do this, it felt amazing. This is like one of the craziest feelings I've experienced. Like, this is what like the biggest change was. This is what was the most gratifying part of the whole journey, being able to finally take care of those close to me, being able to finally provide for having been there for me my whole life. It's the greatest feeling ever. And then, I had complete location and time freedom. I could work from wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. The thing is, you're not going to see any flashy Dubai, Thailand, or Bali areas. That's not me. I like my European countries. I like where I'm from. You're not going to see me in Dubai or in Thailand. That's just personal preference. Which is why I never visit there. I could have. I chose not to. I like to stick, like in these God-fearing countries. Europe is just my home. So yeah, but I had the point is, I was working wherever, whenever. No one could tell my hours. No one could tell me be here at this time. Compared to the fucking construction site job, why did it be like come in the morning and I have to be there? Someone would monitor my hours, monitor where I was. Like, fuck's sake, that's so gay. You know what I mean? And then I also managed to increase my network. Basically, at this point, I was documenting my journey online, of course, and everyone from my old hometown, which I mentioned earlier, it's very small. Everyone knows everyone. Everyone's making fun of me for trying to be an entrepreneur. I was like, who the fuck is this kid think he is? But at this point, bro, I didn't even really care because through setting, I had met a whole bunch of new people, a whole bunch of like a new network, people that are actually killers that are on the same journey as me, that actually want more out of life, rather than just working a shitty construction job and driving a shitty busted up old car, pretending they're going gambling and pretending they're like living the life. I didn't care. I completely replaced my circle of friends. No one that used to be my friend back in the day is my friend now. And it's not because I switched up on the day ones. It's not because of that. It's just because I outgrew them, and now I'm considered cringy. But like I said, I'm not around killers. We're on the same path. We hit workouts together. We make money together. We meet up. It's the sickest thing. This is honestly one of the best parts about getting into appointment setting for me personally is that I just met so many great people. I've now got my network millionaires, guys that are making $100,000 a month. I've got guys that are making $100,000 a month at 16, 17 years old. Like that's so eye-opening. And when you're around these kind of people, you realize there's so much that's possible in life. The thing is we hear this all the time, but we think it's fake just because we've gone brainwashed thinking everyone's a scam. But once you're actually in here, once you're actually in this whole space, you realize what's actually possible with online money. It's so eye-opening. And the craziest part is, I have always wanted this. I had always wanted, to work from home, work from wherever I wanted to, cafes, at the beach, wherever the fuck I wanted to. I'd always wanted, to be around killers, to have an actual circle of like a brotherhood of killers rather than just being around friends. I just didn't feel like I matched with friends that I'd have to dumb myself down just to connect with them. I always wanted to have my own place, live with my girlfriend, take care of everyone, take them out on nice dates, take care of my parents. I'd always wanted this. And looking back, it wasn't even that hard. All I needed was the right guidance and to actually try for once in my life. And the big emphasis on actually trying because I didn't work much harder than I did before, but I was working stupidly. And the thing is, every time I did try to make some money online, I didn't give it my all. I never actually committed to making that change. And when I finally sat down, I was like, you know what, I have to make this work. Fuck this. The factor was that I invested into a mentor. That's what made me realize, okay, I need to make this work. I had like that emotional commitment from investing into myself compared to before when I was just trying stuff out from YouTube. And so just because I once finally dedicated myself and actually tried, did I finally see some results? Like I said, it wasn't that hard. All I needed to do was put my efforts in the right direction and to actually mentally make that switch of, oh shit, I'll make this work. That was all I needed to finally see success. And the thing is, this is so easy to replicate for others as well. With the right social media, there's a bigger need for setters than ever before. Meaning there's more opportunity in the industry than ever before. Literally, there's more opportunities than there are setters right now. So right now is the golden time to get in. And all you need to do is learn how to send the right DMs and how to be connected with the right people and the right opportunities. Because that matters a lot as well. And there has never been an easier time to make money online. And now is the best time to get started before it gets oversaturated, like we did with the SMA of dropshipping and all these other models. Like, let me just show you what kind of offers I've got in my personal job board. Like, look at these guys, 2K base with a 7-figure company, and all the leads are coming to you. Offers doing 1 million a month. The current setters are doing 4 to 7K, and they need dialers needed. 2K base for a dialing opportunity, 3 to 5K. Like, there's so much offers. This is all, by the way, from I send out like 15 of these a day. There's so much opportunity, and right now it's such a golden time to get in. I know everyone says this, but this is actually true. Like, these coaching and education businesses are growing more and more and faster than they ever have before. They need setters. Without setters are literally the fuel of these businesses. Without a setter in place, they cannot make money. They cannot do anything. And that's it. With the right social media, everyone's becoming a content creator. Everyone needs setters, yet there are so few actually good setters. There's job boards there's like job postings being put up every single day. People are looking for these people whenever, and they're willing to pay them like you see, 2K base pay plus the commissions on top. It's completely crazy. So yeah, that is the whole story. Like I said, started off in a shitty small town, shitty 9 to 5, stuck in uni, broke family, and now I've just achieved so many of my dreams that I've always wanted, and now we're just gonna keep going further and further and further, scale further and further, and basically, and now what I'm doing is helping others change their lives through appointment setting as well, which is just even more gratifying. I learned that through management, that I love managing teams, helping sales grow and achieve what I did. So yeah, if you want to keep watching the journey, watch how I go further and further, subscribe and stay tuned, and have a blessed day, brothers. Peace.